We can move on to the next second metric, the cost per click. And we will see a somewhat different picture here. First of all, again, the histogram. We see it's even more skewed than for the CPM. There are more outliers, like the weight of the outliers on the right side, the CPCs that are actually higher than 250 is almost 10%. We can also see that when we compare the mean and the median, there's a bigger difference, which generally hints at larger variance in the whole data set. But generally, we can say, on average, it seemed to cost €1 to generate a click. If we compare our three channels again, we see basically exactly the opposite of what we've seen before. People don't click links on Instagram, and the CPC is high. Wait, does that actually make sense? Why is that the case? Low click rate means high cost per click? Yes, that is true, because on Facebook and Instagram, especially, we mostly exclusively pay for impressions. So if we get 1,000 impressions and we pay $10 for it, and we have a, let's say, 10% click rate, so we generate 100 clicks, and we generate 100 clicks for $10, which makes it 10 cents per click. But if we have a click rate of only 5%, we only generate 50 clicks, which makes it a cost per click of 20 cents. So there's a perfect inverse relationship of click-through rate and CPC, and that is what we see here. So Instagram, definitely not a traffic channel. Google, while it actually had the highest CPM earlier, cost per impression, now has the lowest CPC because the click rate is actually very high. If we look at the trend over the year for cost per click, we also see it's generally increasing. And we see December seems to be highly competitive on Instagram. Like the cost just blows up. I can assure you, actually, this is not a overall trend, it's an annual trend. So in January, the costs to generate clicks on Instagram went down again. If we look at the different audiences now, we also see somewhat of an inverse picture from what we've seen for the CPM, because we're in the consideration phase now. So now people who have already interacted with and shown an interest for what we have to offer, for example, the ones in the engagement audience or the retargeting audience, the second and third bar here from the left, it's cheaper for us to generate clicks here because they already are interested. So that is important to see. Also, we see, again, like if we compare median and mean, there are big differences, especially in lookalike audience and interest audience. So for the primary audience, the difference seems to be bigger, like the variance, the skewedness of the distribution seems to be higher.